Welcome, welcome. Mega love shout out. Thank you to everybody coming in. I appreciate having you here. Mega love shout out to Team Happy. Thank you guys. I'm gonna go and welcome anyone I see in the chat. Mary Rose, new Team Happy, welcome. Malai, welcome. Jacqueline, welcome. Maricel, welcome. Arlene, moderator Joy, thank you guys for being here. Just being Sierra's in the building, welcome, beautiful. Zariah, new Team Happy, mega love shout out, thank you so much. Deandra's in the house. Deandra, I know you just had an upload, but I was with my guest going over questions, so I will watch that after the live stream. Thank you so much, beautiful, for being here. Life with Missy. Welcome, Queen. That's my fave right there. Cat's out the bag now. Missy's here to hear it this time. Welcome, Missy. I just told them recently, and I don't think you were in the chat that time. I'm like, Missy's one of my faves, and I know she probably know it. I said, well, if she checked her inbox today, her DM over on Instagram, she gonna know it because I said it. I said it when I was saying something to you. I said, thanks, fave, or no worries, fave, something like that. Yeah. Happy Friday to everybody. Thank you for coming in. She said, I watched it and moved in the backyard to enjoy that patio furniture. Girl, I know it's nice. I know it's nice because Deandra over there living like she got a piece of change, girl. I love it. I know it's nice. Trust me, I will be over there tonight. I already documented it. But tonight, guys, y'all see that topic? Would you date someone from your past who dated an acquaintance of yours in the past? Oh my God, this is going to be a juicy one. I know that we kind of touched bases with this before in a past live stream, but let's get into this. Let's do this. I want to thank all my new subscribers and anyone that's visited my live streams or just my content. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciated having you guys here. You guys don't know. I am so happy and overjoyed. My numbers have been doing amazing things, so thank you so much. Fakwa, Team Happy, mega love shout out. Thank you for being here. Brittany Blue is in the building. Welcome, Brittany. Thank you for coming, beautiful. That is a supporter of my panel guest, Miss Erica, guys. I see everybody greeting everybody. KR, welcome. Welcome back, Queen. Gotta find my way back, way back. Good to have you here, KR. I missed you. I missed you. I know you were there. You were hanging in there with me. I got a little sick, got under the weather, and then I lost you, but I'm happy to see you back. And you know what? I started to put Family Feud on Thursday over on Grandma Does It All because that's where you discovered me. And I figured I would find you over there. But welcome back, beautiful. Thank you so much. I definitely missed you. She said, I'm happy to see Erica. Listen, Erica's happy to be here, baby. She got some stuff to talk about tonight, so we're going to go ahead and get into it. Your pleasure, 721. Welcome, beautiful. Your pleasure. I'm asking you again. I'm going over in your DM over on Instagram. I want to know, do you want to come up on my panel and show some of your pieces? We can do this. I can get you through this, your pleasure. Please come up here. I think it would be nice. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate, we got enough people in the building tonight. Welcome, everybody. I am your host, MrsAmaechi. My panel guest tonight is Miss Erica. I call her E, Erica. Erica, you can take yourself off a beat and say, hey, sweetie.
Hi everyone, how y'all doing tonight?
Okay, guys. We're gonna go ahead and get into it. We are not gonna hold Miss E up too long because of the party we're gonna talk about in tonight's juicy topic. KR said yes, school starting back. Had you busy? Absolutely. I'm here in New Jersey. My kiddos just started last week on Wednesday. No, Thursday. So this was the whole hustle and bustle of the beginning of the school year for us as well. Um, Please, for anybody that's in here tonight and may have missed it on Tuesday, we did International Love Part 2. It was a sequel for International Love, which we did about 5 weeks ago. We were going to do part 2 sooner. However, I was under the weather, and then another one of the panel guests was under the weather. So we finally completed part 2 on Tuesday. And now the ladies, get this, guys, y'all ready for this? They want to continue this series. They want to make it a monthly thing. Well, we'll come up here and we're going to set the live streams up, the next one, where you guys can ask us anything. So instead of you having to DM me your questions, you can ask right here in the chat. We're just all going to be up here open to answering any of the questions that you guys may have. So be sure to check out International Love and International Love Part 2. Thank you, Sierra. You can appreciate you dropping those links. For anyone who may have missed it, 4 of us, myself and 3 other ladies, all of us are either married, engaged, or dating Nigerian men. And we were just talking about the dynamics of our relationships. Everybody's was different. Mine, I would like to consider a very solid marriage. And then we had 2 ladies, a mother and daughter, who both, I introduced them to Nigerian men, and they went over to Nigeria, met with the men, their story is out there, very interesting. It took some twists and turns, some highs and some lows, some peaks and some valleys. Go watch those. Very interesting. And then the 4th young lady is in a situation where she is a sister wife. So you guys want to go and check that out. Very interesting content. But we're going to go ahead and move on into tonight's live stream, where the topic is, would you date someone from your past who dated an acquaintance? So Miss Erica is currently dealing with that particular situation. I'm going to ask that everyone in the chat be respectful when it comes to your questions and or comments, because this is in fact someone's real life and real situation. With that being said, let's go. First question for Miss Erica. How did you and the gentleman meet? How did you guys meet?
It was our childhood. We went to school together, so we was a childhood friend. Whole bunch of us hung together. And what else?
I having her go and mute back and forth with me so that we won't have no echoing or no interference here. So you were childhood friends. Like, do you want to go into like around what age? Like what school? Like, give us some detail of.
I was in middle school. I was in middle school. It was like a whole bunch of us that hung together. We always would hang out every day and did things outside of school. And this group of childhood always became friends and just kept our circle.
So you and the gentleman, you always actually felt something for him and vice versa, or is this something that just came along now?
Just came along now. I haven't seen him for some years. He moved away and he came back and just felt some type of way. So it is what it is.
So how long have it been that you guys have been reconnected? Like, now that you're a full grown adult, how long is it now that you and this individual came back in contact with one another?
I want to say like 3 years. 3 years.
So the relationship aspect of it, like you guys are friends, correct? Okay, seemed like she froze. Hold on. You there?
Yes.
Okay, so okay, you are friends. Okay. Um Friends with benefits, or friends pursuing something that can turn into something else possibly?
Possibly flirting back and forth and just started a little connection going on.
Oh no, we need some details, honey. Ain't no flirting back and forth. Like, are y'all spending time on the phone? Have you spent time with one another in person? Like, help us like get to where you are right now.
Okay. Yeah, and we see each other in person. We always talk and laugh, and every time we see each other, we right there we go to the side and we talk, have our own conversation. But we've been texting and talking on the phone.
Have you guys seen each other like at any functions or in passings or just in the community? Do y'all live like close to one another? Like, what's the contact like?
Well, in our circle of friends, some of us still like do things together, like on a daily basis. Like there's a barbecue, a function, that's just something to get together. Though we always end up going to the same event.
Okay. So, how often do you feel like you speak on the phone with this gentleman? Like, is it quite often? Is it here and there, hit and miss? Like, what's going on?
It's often, like all day long.
Okay, see, you trying to play this thing down. We want to get into the nooks and crannies of this thing because here is a gentleman that you knew in your childhood. Obviously, you said y'all flirted and stuff. So here we are again. So, is it safe to say that he pursued you or did you pursue him? Because I know you now. And I know when you want something, you're not afraid to let it be known to that particular individual. So, how did that go?
It's a mutual thing. It's back and forth. It's mutual. The crazy part is, our circle with some of them still I'm in contact with. We all cool. I consider them kind of family after a certain amount of years, and he used to date someone that was in our circle. So that's the issue. Um, so that person, it was childhood, it was kids. So then we're adults, so everybody surpassed that. But now I feel like, geez, should I tell that friend or what? I don't know. Even though that was back in the day, but I'm just that type of friend that I just knew that back in the day that y'all went together back in the day. That I feel like, geez, like, am I stepping on somebody's toes, or what should I do?
Okay, really quickly, I'm gonna go acknowledge other people that I saw come into the chat. So I saw the Woods Way. Welcome, sweetie. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Angeli, welcome. Mega love shout out. Team Happy. Appreciate having you here. I see everybody's welcoming her in. Um, okay. Am I buffering to you guys in the chat? If I am, can you give me a thumbs up? Because I see where Jay Lynn said it was buffering. If anyone else, if it's not buffering, give me a heart. But if it's buffering, give me a thumbs up so I can know. Because it's showing that everything is fine on my end. I just want to make sure. It's fine for you. Okay, thank you so much. I do see your pleasure where you say you don't have an Instagram message. No, I said I'm going to send you one. I will be reaching out to see if you would like to be a panel guest. Okay. So I see it's fine for Deandra. Okay. I see it's fine for Tamika and Missy. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. It must be a signal on your end, Jalen. I apologize for that. But again, thank you for being here. Um, so Miss Erica, you said that he dated someone in your circle. Is it the circle of friends you had in the past when you guys were in the middle school, or is it someone that's still currently in your circle?
Well, it's still kind of in my circle because we just been friends for so long and kind of intertwined like a godmom or something in the family, one of the siblings. So we kind of like, I still, always call her my sister, but we're not blood sisters, but I'm just saying.
So let me ask the ladies in the chat. So far from what you heard, they were childhood friends, and we're talking middle school. but you're looking at a woman who is now 40 plus. How do you feel about someone who's gone away for years, like moved away and then they move back, and then eventually you guys reconnect, and there's still some sparks, obviously, and it seems to be flirtatious on both parties' part. So, what do you guys feel about that? And keep in mind that someone he dated in the past, her acquaintance, is still in her circle of friends. So, what do you guys feel before we move forward with this? Just want to, get an idea of what you guys are feeling as you follow along. Don't be shy, guys. You can give an opinion. Um, Again, this kind of stuff happens all the time. I know, in my opinion, and this is just me, I see where Tamika Davis said it wouldn't bother me because I moved on. Okay. Which relationship does she value more? This could go either way. Okay. Erica, which relationship do you value more?
That's a hard question because I really her friendship, yeah, but like I said, she had moved on after the fact, married, kids. You know what I mean? So like, I don't see what's is anything wrong with that. So opposed to if this sparks something, that be something serious, like I don't be happy because of childhood. You know what I mean? Something from the childhood. I mean, that don't make any sense, especially if you moved on.
Okay, so Tamika Davis, when you say it wouldn't bother you because you moved on, are you putting yourself in the place of Miss Erica, or are you putting yourself in the place of her friend or acquaintance? Because I can take that either way. Um, Being Kimberly, welcome, beautiful. Thank you for being here. Appreciate having you. I have another question. How old were they when they dated? They actually were in middle school. They were in middle school. It was a circle of friends, including Miss E, the gentleman that we're speaking of, and also her friend, the acquaintance. They all were in middle school, obviously, and that was when the young lady and the gentleman dated. Now, fast forward, she's 40 plus years, and obviously, this gentleman had moved away, and now he's come back. And it's been about 3 years that they have been like bumping into one another, and flirtatious, behavior between the two of them. And now it's gotten to the point where obviously they exchange numbers because, as you can hear, she said they're on the phone like all day, every day. So obviously, Miss Erica, you have feelings for him, or you're interested in pursuing something. Yes, so she's interested in a relationship with him, and he is equally. So I was just asking you, ladies, that's listening in, because I know we have some wives in here, and I know we have some single women in here because of the rapport I have with you ladies in my chat. I know this. So what do you guys feel? She said, oh, well, that wasn't a real relationship. If it was in middle school, right, that was child's play. Exactly. And that's where I was going. In my opinion, they were children. They're adults now. Obviously, like she said, the young lady has moved on. She was married. She had children. This man just happened to move back. And so in the past 3 years, the two of them have become more friendly, obviously, and now to a point where they want to pursue one another. So I agree with you, Deandra, and it's funny because we're both married and we feel the same way. It was a childhood thing. I often tell you guys stories that affected me directly that coincides with whatever we're talking about. So here's mine for this. Back when I was in college, I was dating a young man. Um, One moment, guys. He said he just want to give me a hug, y'all. Hug and a kiss. Good night. So, I was with a guy in college, and we were dating, and we were together already about 9.5, 10 months. And one day, my cousin was coming to get registered for some classes, and I happened to see her down in the lobby, so I acknowledged her, like, "Hey." I was standing with the gentleman, and come to find out, he knew her too because he called her. I called her by the pet name or family name. He called her by her government name. So, they spoke or whatever. And he was like to me, like, "Hey, well, I'll be right back. I'm going to walk with her up here." I was like, "Okay, no problem." He went with her. And when he came back down, he was like, "Oh my God, I didn't know y'all was cousins." I was like, "Yeah, that's my cousin." I was like, "How you know her?" So he said that when they were younger, like 11 years old, they were little, sweethearts or whatever. So, okay, we're in college now. So obviously he told her when they were upstairs that he dated me. And so she made a big problem out of it with my family. Like, "I can't believe she with him. That's crazy." And then, like, a mutual cousin of both of us came to me like, "Well, she felt like she was with him and you're with him." I'm like, "I found out today. I found out by her coming up there and I bumped into her. This is not something that I already knew. And I've already been with this man about 10 months. So tell her, out of respect, I won't bring him around her and I won't discuss him with her or anything like that. But no, I'm not breaking up with the man. I've been with him 10 months. That's not going to change anything." So, I get exactly how Miss Erica felt. It was it was kid stuff. I It would not deter me from pursuing a relationship with the guy. The way you would handle the young lady just would be different. So, Maylin, welcome. Mega love shout out, Team Happy. Appreciate you being here. There goes Deandra. Get your man. I know that's right, Deandra. I absolutely agree. If it was child's play, then it shouldn't matter, especially if the other lady has moved on. Absolutely. Missy is another one in agreement, and she's a more seasoned woman. So, yes, absolutely. Um, Sierra's like, right? Yeah. My cousin, I'm telling you, made a big thing about it. And unfortunately, it kind of caused a divide with the two of us. We are cordial to one another, but I can just tell that, it's still there for her. Um, it's unfortunate. It is what it is. Kritika, thank you for coming, beautiful. Oh my God, you just made my night. Thank you so much. Jihan, Team Happy, mega love shout out. Thank you for being here. Angela, welcome, beautiful. Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate having you. Judith, Team Happy, mega love shout out. Thank you so much. Okay, so Miss Erica, what is the dynamic of the relationship with the female now? Like currently, what is the dynamic of the relationship with you and her?
We don't talk. We don't talk. We talk once in a while. Like something happened. Like I said, we still have attachment like through kids and things like that. So every once in a while, I talk to her. If something happened in the family or something like they call me or what I mean, things like that. So it's like that. So whatever the case may be, I'm just gonna say if it goes somewhere, I'm just gonna be like, look, how many posts I saw. Look, I'll tell you something, and I would tell her. So I'm not somebody that sure I'm not going to. I'm not going to seek it. I'm not going. No, I mean it is what it is. But I still, as me being a friend, I still would tell her, look, girl, guess what? And this is like it's crazy. Like, but I would tell her.
That's respect. That's respect. Um, it's funny.
And if it was
Okay.
somebody else, then anything at all. Hello.
So it's basically out of respect for the young lady because she is your acquaintance and y'all share the same circle of friends. I get it. Um, Similarly, on the flip side of things, I want to say in 2017. Yeah, it was in 2017. I know it because I left the job and started a new job. So hold on to dates like that. But anyway, in 2017, I had a coworker come to me inquiring about a guy from my past. This guy, although I dated him, I looked at him more like a family member because when we grew up in this little city in Camden, everybody like there is like family. Even though, again, I did date him, it wasn't, it was, I was a kid. I was like 14. But she did come to me and just inquired about him. But the way she presented him to me was as if he dated another friend that she used to know. And she's not talking about me, she's talking about another woman. And so basically, she had her nose turned up like, girl, he was trying to say this. And I was like, boy, please. Okay. I can care less. And I made that very clear to her. Girl, I'm a married woman. This is many a moons later. He will tell you, he like a cousin to me. It's not that deep. But for now, if I'm giving you the green light and I'm telling you go for it, girl, we were kids. It's not that deep. I'm married. Blah blah blah. She still did it indirectly. Doesn't matter to me. Either way, I was like, girl, I gave you the green light. Like, you don't need my permission. But because you came to me, I gave you the green light. She went on and dated him, obviously. And things got a little sour because he and I were Facebook friends. She and I were Facebook friends. The other girl that he was dating behind her back, she and I were Facebook friends. So I saw the whole story play out on Facebook. She never told me she was dating him, but I knew it through Facebook. And then when things turned sour between her, him, and the other woman that he chose over her, then she wanted to come clean and tell me, remember you was seeing when the flowers was being delivered? Well, that was him. And I was just looking like, girl, I already knew. It's not that deep. Again, I can care less. But you came to me. Like, I'm not understanding. You did the work. You came to me and inquired. I told you yes or what it was. And you still did it like in a sneaky fashion. Like, that was just crazy to me. We were actually co-workers and we built a friendship, but it's not that deep. And unfortunately, he has since passed, and she had to come by way of me because, again, I knew him, all the family, we all grew up together. And so she wanted to do like the repass and all that and reach out to the family. And she came through me to get in contact with them because I'm still very close to everybody. So it was really crazy, but you know, it happens. Um, I see Cabernet coming in, Whitaker's Way. Welcome, beautiful. Thank you. Okay, stopping in before brunch. Thank you so much for being here. Cabernet's in Japan, everybody. Tamika Davis said, wow, yeah. Listen, sweetie. Since she's your acquaintance and you know her, Erica, how do you think homegirl will react? That's where I'm going next. Precious Place, welcome in. Thank you so much for popping in. Appreciate having you, beautiful. So Erica, that's why I asked, what was the dynamic of the relationship with her and this actual acquaintance, and what does that conversation look like when you pull her to the side? Do you think she's gonna have a problem, or you think she'll be like me? And when I talked to the young lady and gave her the green light, like, what are you expecting? Let's just do this because it can go one or two ways. So, what do you think will happen? If she give you the blessing like I did with the other girl? Like, how are you
We
gonna?
childhood friends, right? So if you also you see me with him or something like that, you know what I mean? Okay, you know what I mean? I don't know. But
Yeah,
I don't she shouldn't get mad. I don't think she would. You know, we all grown careers, things like that. So I don't see why it should be an issue.
do you have a timeline on when you're going to tell her, or do you have a time in mind? Like, do the relationship need to escalate to a certain point before you divulge this information to her? Like, what's that looking like?
It has to escalate. Like I said, we just friends for right now, and then, hey, let's see what happens. You know. You don't toot your horn for anything. You see how you go with the flow and see how it goes. And if it is there, then of course I want to say it.
When I was younger, this may have been an issue, but as I've gotten older, these things happen. Absolutely. Another married woman keeping it real. Speaking of, it's 100 in here. It doesn't matter. However, you do have different people with different mindsets and they may look at it differently. So it can go one or two ways. So let me ask you this. If you share this information with the individual and what if she do take it a ways and start like so to speak kicking your back into the other people in the circle and stuff like how you handling that?
Well, I don't hang with ratchet people, so we'd have that. It wouldn't be nothing serious if I wasn't tell her, So we have that bond and things like that to communicate and talk. You know what I mean? So that's why I say it won't. To me, it won't be no rat, no ghetto stuff. No, it won't be none of that. We adult, like I said, we're adults, and I don't hang with no type of people, so I ain't gonna worry about that. They want to be in my circle. They was like that, so.
Actually, let's be fair here. Although you know her and y'all friends, you never really had this situation. So this type of situation can reveal something that you never knew was there. Sometimes it takes something to actually occur before people show you their true colors and who they are. Example, like what we all know. When a death happened, that's when everybody started acting up. Family, falling out and all that. So you really, really can't be 100% certain that she will be okay with it. She may say that because some people do. However, that might change over time. Let's just for instance, what if she gets bitter and she come at you sideways like, I can't believe you. How could you? Like, are you prepared to answer that? Like, what's your stance?
Like I said, when it's
Wait a minute, look like she froze for
seen a
me.
circus. Did you hear me?
Okay, look like you're fine now. Go ahead.
What I say? No, I said that. What was the question? Say it again.
Like, what if she comes at you sideways? Like, how could you? Like, I thought we were supposed to be girls. I knew you since, just like you knew the guy since then. But just for the sake of a conversation, what if she comes at you like, how could you do this? I thought we was friends. We be kicking it. I see you at events and this and that. And yeah, she might say you broke the girl code. Some women feel that way. Even though we are so much older and more seasoned, some people still be wrapped up in relationships that they had in their younger years.
I would just say to her, like, I cherish our friendship and things like that. And me being who I am, I want to come to you first before you see it. You know what I mean? Opposed to it happen. And if she don't accept that, I don't know what to say then. I mean,
Just be prepared that it can very well taint the friendship. Unless she is because I don't know the individual. So unless she is a very level-headed and mature woman, you really don't know which way this can go. I'm guessing that the fact that you're sitting here like I don't expect her, then you really should know, for the most part, how she responds to things. But the fact that y'all are only acquaintances and you deal with her sporadically, it's still a chance that she can feel a ways. Some people get territorial over anybody that they have dated. It doesn't even matter that it was childhood or so many moons ago. Some women just feel like once they've dated somebody, they are completely off limits to friends or just anybody that knew that they dated him. Like, regardless if they were close or not. Some women feel that way, and they feel very strongly. So, you
Well, my answer to that is, life is already too short as it is, and I can't be happy because something from childhood. Then it is what it is. That's not going to take away me being happy, or me pursuing something. You know what I mean, to see. But of course, I'm gonna ride this thing out to see how things go, and then if it's that to that point, like that's it. You know what I mean, then I'll say that. But I'm not gonna jump the gun and say, oh no, I'm not. I'm gonna wait it out and see. And then we're adults. Keep things to yourself. Keep things personal. It ain't everybody business. Ain't no social media business and all that nonsense. So you ain't gotta worry about that.
okay? So in the chat, I see Deandra. You really find out who people are when there's potential friction. Absolutely. Sierra said, I love that coming to her first. Absolutely. You got to be a woman about it. Just like the young lady came to me. I like that E is willing to go to the young lady when things escalate. And I'm with her. If we don't think this thing is going nowhere, there's no need for us to go say anything. We got to see where it goes first. I absolutely agree with that. She said, well, I'm glad I'm not like that. Okay. Yeah, I know everybody is different. Some women really are, Tamika. You're just a more mature woman. If she's married, it shouldn't matter, but it will make her feel some type of way, then she's not true to her marriage. And I feel that way too. If you are a married woman, why are you even entertaining anything about anybody you dated? And this ain't even somebody you dated currently. This is somebody way from your childhood. Like, make this make sense. Even if she's no longer married, you were married. You moved on. You had children. We all have, because we were in middle school when you guys were dating. We are full grown adults now. Make it make sense. Erica, just make sure you're prepared either way. We hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. Yeah, I always prepare for the worst. And sometimes you got to take the L. And the L in that case for me would be her friendship. It would be her friendship because we're grown. And if you had your chance at love, you had your shot, why can't I have mine? This may be your person. I agree, Missy. Mm-hmm.
People outgrow people outgrow one another too, you know. I mean, somebody from child that you still like in the day, you probably can't stand them today. You know, back in the day you liked them, right now you probably can't stand them. I'm just putting that scenario out there.
I want to welcome in Judith. Thank you for coming in, beautiful. Appreciate having you. I'm late. Good evening. No problem. You're here. Thank you so much. Maria, mega love shout out. Team Happy. Thank you for being here. See something from Angela. As a woman, we have to be okay having hard conversations, but I wouldn't say anything unless I felt like the relationship was going to move forward with the man. Absolutely. It's no need to say anything until you are confident in the fact that this thing is going to move forward and it's solid. I absolutely agree with Angela. I wouldn't say anything. But Erica, have you and a guy, and I'm sure that normally when people are in relationships, or like in this particular situation, let's just say that you and the guy have to hold that conversation. Like, what if this person finds out? Have y'all gotten there yet? Have y'all had that conversation?
No, we haven't, but we gotta like my day one. So like we have, I don't know, we haven't thought about that yet, but no, we just tell them. But right now we're just talking like, no, I mean just getting everything together, and then we just see what happens. I say see what happens.
So y'all do that. Good morning, beautiful. Good night, beautiful. Or good morning,
I get the
handsome.
good morning text. I said, oh wow, so you do care about me.
Yeah, let's talk about the content of this conversation, y'all. Behold, let's get into that. So, you're really feeling him. Like, if he said to you, "I want to pursue something," you all in? Okay, so your mind is made up. You're just waiting on him, actually. As you should. As you should. And let me just say this, because I'm a very close friend of Erica. I know you guys have seen her even at my house a couple weeks ago on the actual computer with me. We are very close. She deserves love. And I'm saying this from a personal aspect. She absolutely deserves love. She has been a beautiful partner in the past to a man who just did not deserve her. We will not get into that. That is her story to tell. But she has saved herself. How many years has it been now, Erica? Like 6 years?
16 plus, girl. 16 plus. I focus on my kids. My kids is grown. I have 3 grandchildren now. So, how was that show with Tommy from Steve Harvey, Ready for Love? I'm ready for love.
And I just want to say, there have been fellas that has pursued Erica. And I can see the difference in the way she is responding to this individual. And it's totally different from anyone else that pursued her in the past 6 years or so. And it's been a number, guys. She talks to me and I'm like, well, I don't know, see. And she's like, I can just tell from the response. She's like, I'm not feeling him. And I'm like, you know what? You're not. So don't even bother. Don't waste his time. Don't waste your time. Don't open up a can of worms that you don't want to know what's going on. Like, it's not worth it. Because you don't want to play with somebody's emotions, especially if you know that you're not interested. You're doing a disservice to yourself and them. It's just not fair. We all stand around and we say how we don't want nobody playing around with our emotions. Same thing. Don't play with someone else's emotions. But Miss E, oh, you got yourself tangled up in a nice little web here. But you know, I'm always a phone call away. I'm down for whatever. I'm going to laugh. You know I'm going to laugh. But I want to say, I am happy to see you smile again. Because I know what you've been through in the past. And it's no different from any other woman. We've all had some piss poor relationships. But it is, just to me, I have to be honest, ironic that the one that you actually is responding to in a positive way would be somebody that's tangled up with somebody from your past like that. Of all those men that nobody knew that pursued you and you shot down, the one that tickles your fancy, I know they laughing at me in the chat right now, would be somebody from your past.
I love crazy. And my life ain't crazy, girl. I don't know what is.
Welcome in, Wave. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate having you, beautiful. It's been a while. Yeah, listen. Erica can actually smile again. It has been a very long time coming. And I know y'all think I'm the plug, the cord, and all that. She has even gone with me to a number of the Nigerian functions. She's been... This is my A1, y'all. She was there the day I got married for me and Tony's nuptials. And she came back to the house and partied with us when we did something here at the house. And then later when we went out that night, she was right back there again. Listen, she was down for whatever. A year later when we had our reception, that Friday when that woman called, like, you can get in that hall early. E was right there with me. Me and her 2 boys. Bringing all my stuff in. Listen, cases of beer and all the liquor and stuff because we had the open bar. Right there helping me bring in all the decor and stuff because my sister was my coordinator and she had it from there. All I had to do, when the lady said I can get in early and I took advantage of that, E was right there. If ever there's a problem with me, and I told y'all, the biggest problems I have is with these kids' mom. She be like, you ready to ride? She be down. We've been through a lot. I've seen a lot. I've heard a lot. Listen, it is amazing for me to see this woman smile and be happy and just be so happy to call me on the phone and talk about y'all. She like a little girl right now, like we was with the little puppy love and stuff, calling your girlfriend, telling them about it, because it's been years. It's been years since we've had a conversation from her side of the relationship. The conversation coming in, it's always me. So it is amazing to be able to see my friend, my sister, I love this girl, happy again. I am so happy that I witnessed this. I am. She absolutely, I see what you put in there, Sierra. She deserved happiness. She put, just like me, push everything aside for those grandchildren and her children. Same difference. Only she don't. She may as well be raising them because she all over the place, the little mother hen. But she just don't have them like full time like me. But she go see them every day or send for them or whatever. Same thing. And she has put her life on hold to make sure that her daughter and her two children and her son and his child, and she have another son with no kids, but she look over him like the baby too. So, and I'm like, the kids are grown. You have grandkids. You need to live your life too. I am so happy, y'all. I listen. I was overjoyed. She actually offered to come on my panel and do this topic. It wasn't even something that I put down. She offered to come on and do it. And she offered to do another one for me in the future, and I appreciate that. Again, anyone that's in here that would like to come up and be a guest on the panel, welcome. Please DM me. Get in touch with me. Any topic you want to do, run it by me. We'll set it up. All of the guests that I have on the panel is not always my ideas, is ours together, or most of them have been mine, and I handpick certain individuals, but then there are some individuals that come to me. Again, your pleasure. I will definitely be DMing you over on Instagram because I would love to have you up here as well as a guest, and maybe we can get some of your products out there. When I invited, like with Kiki, I want to say a month ago, she came and she did a demonstration of her self-defense products, and she was able to gain some sales through my platform for my viewers. So I would like to have the same success with you because you are out there. You need to get out there more. I would love to have you up here. It would definitely be different, but different is good. Different is good. Wave, I would love for you to come on my panel too, sweetheart, because you're not afraid. You're not afraid. You and I can come. We can rub minds and come up with a topic that you and I can do together. Wave, I would love that. Let me see what our chat is saying here. She said, "Oh, I'm happy you can smile now, Erica." Absolutely. Glad to hear that from Missy. I'd be glad when I feel the same way. Oh, Tamika, yeah, girl, we gotta get you booed up. We gotta get you booed up, Tamika. I keep telling you, you're one of my best friends in my head. You just don't know it. She said, "Oh," and I'm guessing that was when I was saying it's good for me to see, yeah, my girlfriend happy again and smile again. She absolutely deserved it. There's been some knuckleheads trying to kick the door in, and I was like, look, I'm territorial over, because I know she saved herself and I know she's a great woman. This woman is a workaholic. This woman worked 2 and 3 jobs. Like, you just can't get any old bump. You can't get somebody that look like they want to leech, because I'm all on it like, no, his intentions ain't good. He ain't got a pot or a window. Nope. He can't get it. He can't be the one. I know it's not my cookie to give away, but I'll be trying to be on top of that thing, y'all.
Don't worry, because I ain't. You ain't gonna worry about that. You not getting a cookie, and I'm getting ghosts.
I often tease her like, "Girl, we gotta hurry up and get them cobwebs dust off," and she laugh at me all the time. One second, y'all. Um, it was so nice to have good friends. Absolutely. Deandra, if you lived in Jersey, child, you'd be in danger because you and we here. I tell you that all the time. I love Deandra. I love Deandra. I see them all speaking. She say, thank you, Erica. Listen, yes, thank her, Sierra, because you wanted Erica up on the panel. You funny. She said, no, not yet. You're not ready, Tamika? Ah, Tamika, the clock is a ticking, mama. Yes, Miss Wanda, you might be the fairy love mother. Don't do that. Blessings to you and your journey of love, Erica. Good friends are hard to come by. Absolutely. Listen, if you missed it when she came on my panel before, she told you guys we met because I actually was her manager. She came to seek employment for me at a group home. She tried to play me. Her and her brother tried to play me because her brother was my employee and I was training him to be my assistant. And they had two different last names, so and they don't even really look alike to me. They actually don't. But he was advocating like he knew somebody that needed a job, so he set it all up. And I remember I was out on a leave, I had a surgery, and then when I came back, I reached out to you and set you up for an interview. But yeah, y'all, they tried to play me. She went through the whole interview and everything as if he was just like a reference, like a referral for her, like. And then I put two and two together, like, wait a minute, that's your mom, that's her mom. Oh my God, y'all play too much. But
No, I played you. I did play you. Cause you ain't know it till I fest. I said, that is my mom. You was like, what? You ain't. I said we got the same mom, but different dads. He would drive my car and everything. We would share the car, sharing the car. Oh, I got a good. She couldn't believe it.
when it came to me, I'm like, that's your mom too? I'm like, oh, y'all play too much. I was stuck on stupid and parked on dumb. Cause it's not that easy to pull wool over my eyes. But I was just happy that he brought me a very good employee that was willing to take all these overtime shifts and stuff because up until that point, I was on call, and when you're on call, you can't find nobody. Guess what? Tag, you're it. So I was it most of the times, and I was like, oh hell no, this ain't gonna work. I hired her quick. We got her in before some of her stuff came back, and we don't normally do that, but we needed her, and she was ready. Look, she when I say she dived in their head first, this girl was like, let me see this shift open. I said all of those are open. Baby, she was signing her name up to all them shifts, and I fell in love with her. And we have been good friends ever since. But listen, we were so close, and I was like, oh my God, I hate being close with people on the job like that. But I did tell her, I went upstairs one day, and I said, listen, I'm about to get out here. But that's something I said every day. And she was like, all right. I was like, no, I'm not coming back. She was like, what are you talking about? I said, I ain't coming back to this job. I had enough. That was one of the jobs that I just walked away from one day and stepped out on faith because I knew I had enough. I don't do that often. I did that 2 times in my life and didn't have any plans for tomorrow, but stepped out on faith and God took care of me. 2 days later, I had a whole new job, a whole new career, and I was happy and blissful. Listen, you know when it's time. Sometimes I tell you guys, we take too long to remove ourselves, so God will step in and help us. I listened this time. I saw the cues, the telltale signs. I heard from God, like, I got you. I walked away. I went upstairs and bid them adieu. They laughing like, yeah, she playing. No, I'm not playing. When I left and they got a call from the office confirming or whatever, then she realized that I wasn't playing. Um, Yes, your pleasure. Yes, Sierra, tell her get up there. How do you feel after not dating for so long? How do you feel, Erica?
Um, I was. Guess what? I was just so happy to have my peace back and everything like that. I was fine. Like I was traveling, going out with my girlfriends. No worry, it took me some time to get to that point, but when I was back, and then I'm all the way back. So that's why I say I'm ready to love. But yeah, I'm ready now. I've been traveling and doing those things like this. I said, oh, I get lonely sometimes. I said, maybe it's about that time, you know what I mean? So that's why I say, let's see what happens.
It's absolutely time for the cobwebs to get dusted. I'm telling y'all now. I tease her all the time. I say, don't matter, you got no 3 kids, child. You ain't messing around in so long. Girl, tearing out the frame was a person. Judah said, get your man. I know that's right. Tell her. Sierra, there you go. Wanda got the plug. Look at TJ. Look at Judah. Only she would go find that. Oh my God, I can't with this woman. Virtual hugs to you too, Mary Rose, new team happy, mega love shout out, Tamika laughing. I think, ooh, Sierra went and found the cobwebs. I can't stand you ladies tonight. Miss Erica, don't be handing out no cookies over there. Absolutely, she better keep them things in the jar, honey. Hey everyone, I have to go now. My 2 oldest grandchildren just came over to stay for the weekend. Oh, thank you so much, Missy. Appreciate having you here. We shutting it down now, guys, because guess what? Before I hit the go live button, she was on the phone in the waiting room with old boy. So I told her, tell him give us an hour of his time. We was going to go a little longer, but I trimmed it down to an hour, and I promised him that we would get off in an hour. We're looking at 57:02, so we're about to wrap this thing up. It's been 11 years. Oh, Tamika. Baby, you got to do yoga and stuff before you even attempt to get cobwebs. I hear all the time. It's true, Wave. Listen. It's gonna be some serious exterminating need to get done over there if y'all take care of it. They laughing at you. Yes, Deandra, I love you, boo. Look at this girl. Look, she got the heart and the plug. I know that's right. Look, these ladies are so funny. Sign her up for blackpeoplesmeet.com.
No, Sierra, they crazy. They crazy. It's crazy out there, Sierra. No, I'm not going on there.
You send her on there, you may as well tell her to go on Love After Lockup or find somebody in the jail, girl, because that's the same thing for me. But she say struggling to go back dating. I hear that. I took a hiatus for 6 years back in my younger years, so I definitely get it. But it was a conscious decision that I made, to abstain. Erica just came out of a bad relationship, as many women do, and she wasn't willing to go back to it. That's what that was. Who that? She said, Sierra, go to bed. I know that's right. I can't laugh because it's been 11 years for me. You absolutely can laugh. That's what we're here for. Listen, I don't want you crying. Laugh, sweetie. We come here so we can all rub minds.
Don't be scared. It's been so many years. Guess what? You get back to loving yourself. To me, my thing is this: you don't want to get out there and get out of a relationship, something crazy at that, and then jump into something else. That's people's problem. They don't take time out the hill and get themselves together. Now I'm back to my happy self. I wasn't myself. I mean, I wasn't happy, but now I'm back. I'm happy. So now it's time. But take as much time as you need. Ain't there's no limit, no time frame. Oh, you still single? Yeah. Because the people I see be out there dating, then break up with this person, with the next one. Like, that still carries. I want to make sure that was long gone and I could get somebody else that space. I don't want the issue to happen with the past relationship to interfere with my happiness. So, you might be with somebody and, I mean, I don't know. So that's how I feel. That's why I waited so long.
So I see Wave say 12 years. She's scared. Don't be scared. The right man come along and tickle your fancy, you'll be all right, sweetie. Just take it slow, nice and slow, steady as you go. What he say? From now on, it's going to be smooth, smooth sailing. You know what them songs say. Tamika is going to be magical. Absolutely. Don't hurt nobody, son, when you get it. I know that's right. Tell her, Deandra.
The funny Tamika said that because he ain't made a comment to me. He made a comment to me. He said, man. I said, man. So I said, don't play. He said, well, vice versa. You might both mess everybody beat each other up mentally. I said, well.
Girl, she up here called me Wanda Love Plug. Y'all see that smile she got on her face? That's what I'm talking about. I hear the smile when we on the phone every day. I'm like, look at her from cheek to cheek. Listen, I don't know what kind of sweet little nothings he whisper in her ears, but baby, it's landing in all the right spots. I asked her, you been around that man, he touched you? She started laughing. I mean that, Wanda Love Plug. I can't with you, Judith. You edited and listening. That's what I'm about to do, guys. I have so much to get ready for. Is she laughing? We are journey crazy. Christian Mingle, don't say any of those sites.
Yeah, they suspect too. They suspect too. And everybody Christian and all that. They suspect too, Sierra.
Deandra out of control. Y'all gonna have to take family medical leave when y'all get together. I know that's right. Look at the rabbits. Yes. That is too funny. Ladies, y'all are hilarious. Listen, I told y'all, if nothing else, I come here because it's therapeutic and it's fun. I enjoy hanging out with y'all. I love that you guys are honest and forthcoming with your responses, how you really feel about these situations. You know, that's what we're supposed to do. Empowerment, ladies. Yes. Lift each other up and keep each other going. You don't know Erica, but you're making her feel so welcome, and I thank you guys for that. Again, anybody, Wave, I need you up on my panel, honey, because you ain't shy. Wave, I would love to have you. Deandra, if you got a topic you want to do together, sweetie, by all means. Judah for old regular. Sierra gonna be on here Sunday for this Sunday's reset. Tamika Davis, you know, open invitation, but I told you I'm not gonna mess with you like that no more. Thank you everybody for hanging out with us. We got to go because I promised that man we at 102 and he not beating me up. I want everything to be okay between them. Thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate having you. Love and respect. Erica, you want to say anything?
We having a good conversation. I had to hang on mute while I was talking to him, but y'all have a good night. I got to roll.
I told y'all, when love call, you better answer. Girl, up here making my live stream late because she's on a call. I was flagging her like, girl, come on. She ain't see me. She turned to the side like this. Girl, if you don't come on, then she gonna come back. And girl, after 5 minutes of me flagging and my arms getting tired, she gonna come like, oh, Wanda, let me know when you ready. Girl, you ain't see me. You don't hear me all winded and out of breath, swinging and waving and telling you to come on. Let's go. Ladies, I don't think I'm coming on tomorrow live. I have a very busy day tomorrow. However, I will be going live real soon, guys. Please join in for that one because that's going to be where I'm going to be just telling the whole immigrations process. I noticed that video that I put out the other day was received really well. I appreciated that. I have a whole itinerary lined up to just go over the immigrations process with foreigners, with the immigrants, with just anybody who may be loving up on an immigrant or a foreigner one day and need to know these things. Please tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Love and respect to you all. Good night, guys. She said, you hang up. No, you hang up. Absolutely. I just seen that. Look at Sierra laughing. Good night, y'all.